Hey guys, so in today's video, I'll be doing a full step-by-step guide on how to set up an e-commerce store on Shopify. If you want to start selling things online, this video will show you exactly how to do it. Now, I've had years of experience making Shopify websites, so I'll tell you guys everything I know. We'll make this fast and concise, but still make sure to hit all the points. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you're gonna want to do is go to the link in the description down below. Click on that because that's gonna get you a free trial to Shopify. You'll also be able to get Shopify for 3 months for just $1 using that exclusive link. So after clicking on that link down below, it's going to take you to this exact page. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter in our email address to start our free trial. After I have that entered, I'll click start free trial, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. Now for this video, I'm just going to skip these, but make sure to answer those. It'll then ask you what you'd like to sell. So we're going to choose an online store and click next. It's then going to ask you what you plan on selling. This can be decided on later as well. But yeah, as you guys can see, you guys can do physical products, you can drop ship products, you can do digital products, you can even sell services like coaching and consulting. Yeah, for now, I'll select this and click next. Next, what would you like to name your store? We can just name it right here. For the store, let's just call it Charlie Chang Store for now. And yeah, I can change this later. So I'll click next. Where will your business be located? So we'll choose the United States, but choose accordingly from this list and then click next. Next, we'll create a Shopify ID. So we'll continue with email. And after that, we'll click create Shopify ID. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is actually come here to our online store and we're gonna select our theme. So as you guys can see, there is no theme selected right now. But the great thing with Shopify is that they actually come with a bunch of really great converting free themes that you guys can use. It doesn't require any coding. It's pretty much just drag and drop. Very, very simple. After a little bit of loading, it's going to load the Dawn theme, which is the default theme is right now. We can either go with this one or we can choose a different one. We can also visit the theme store as well to see from their even wider selection. There are some free ones. There are a lot of paid ones as well. So if you want to look at only the free ones, these are the 11 they currently have. If you want to see the paid ones as well, they have over 100 of those. But yeah, let's go with this one for now. We'll click on taste. I like how this one looks, and we'll click try theme. So that's going to add this theme to your online store. And then what we're basically going to do is actually publish this theme. So you guys can see right now, Dawn is the current theme. It's what's active on our website. We're going to come down here to the one we just added and then click publish. Cool, so now we have taste as our main theme. And let's actually go through and start building out our website. We'll come here to customize. And this is basically the Shopify website builder. I've used this a lot and it's actually very, very simple, you guys. You don't need to know anything about coding. It's just a bunch of drag and drop as well as like replacing images and text. So first thing you're probably gonna want to do is come up here to the header. This is the header. This is the footer. This is basically gonna show up on all the pages of your website. So if we edit this footer right here, that's going to create that change on all pages on the website. Same with the header up here. This is the content of the page. So whatever we change here is only editing that for this current page. What we're gonna do is come over here. We can choose where we want the logo to be. We can also choose our color scheme right here. You guys can play around with that, but we'll just leave that as background 1 for now. Next, we're gonna change our logo. So we'll click theme settings right here. It's gonna bring us over here. And what we can basically do is upload our logo. So we'll click upload an image. I don't really have a logo, so I'm just going to use the StartupWise logo that we already have. That's going to upload there. Notice we used a transparent image that is now populated right there, and we'll click select. Now, of course, we can change the size of this as we want, so we can make this a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more. We can also import a favicon. This is also good to have, so we recommend definitely doing that. And now we can basically start creating this hero image, this first big banner. This is basically the first thing that people are going to see, so it is important that we do this correctly. After selecting on this, I'm going to come here to select image, and we will upload some other images that we can use. And now we have that image added right here. So of course, we're going to change the text right here. All you have to do is click on this and we can edit that text over here. We can choose the heading size as well. Oh, and make sure you click select down here. Make sure you change all the text as well. Very easy to do here. We can change the formatting, make it bold, italic, whatever you want. For the button, this is also important to choose. So we will change this right here, shop all. And then for the link, of course, we can actually link directly to any of our pages. For example, once we create our products, we will be able to actually link there, or we can link directly to certain collections. Now up here, we do have this little announcement, and this is actually really important. It's also one of the first things that people will see. So I always recommend having something like free shipping in the US or worldwide or whatever you are, or you can say something like use code free10 for 10% off. Okay, whatever you guys want. We can align this however we like, but I always prefer doing it in the center. We can select the color scheme, so play around with that. And if you want it to actually link to something, you guys can put that right here. Now over here, this is sort of like an outline of our home page, okay? So up here is the header. We can change and add things here. We can add a section if we want to the header. Down here is the footer. We can always add a section down there. And here's what we have for the middle section, the actual content of the home page. We can add sections if we want. So if I click add section, so yeah, as we build our collections, as we build our products, you'll be able to come in here and you can add whatever you want to this home page. As you guys can see, we don't have any products right now. So these are going to be blank, but once we add those in, those are going to populate right here. If you guys come here to the theme settings, we can always change the logo. We can change all the colors, all these different things. And so yeah, it's super customizable, you guys. I mean, these templates, they look really good out of the box, but if there's anything you do want to customize, you will be able to do that over here. I will say though, don't focus on that too much. Focus on building the business. The website's actually less important than you think. As long as it looks professional, which these themes all do, then it should be fine. And if you guys want to actually insert any apps, you guys can come here. These do require 2.0 themes, which we aren't currently using, but you guys can sort of see what apps they have available right here. All right, so now let's actually create some collections, okay? So I'm gonna come back over here to our main dashboard. We're gonna come here to products, and then we'll go to collections. So let's create a couple different collections so that we can feature those collections on certain pages of our website. We'll come here to create collection. Let's name this men's. We can give it a description if we want. We'll choose the collection type. So what you guys can do is either choose manual and add products manually, or you guys can use automated. This is good if you have a large catalog of products. It's going to automatically match conditions with this collection type. Just for this video, we'll do manual for now. We can add a collection image and we'll click save. Let's go back and create another one. So let's do women's, same thing, manual, and click save. And let's do one more called new pics. Okay, manual and save. So now we have these three collections. I'm actually going to delete this one, delete collection. And yeah, so now we have these three. What we're gonna do now is actually come back here to products, and we're gonna start adding products that we can sell. So we'll click add your products. Let's just call these product one just for the sake of this video. You'll want to add a description. You guys can also auto write if you want. You can give it some features and keywords and then click auto write. So let's say this is a sweater, warm cotton. Okay, we can say keep if that looks good. And bam, we have our little description. Now we'll add some media files. So let's say we want to add a couple of these. We'll click open. That's going to upload there. We can select the main photo. This is going to be the main one, but we can also drag this over here if we want this to be the main one. We can also change the order as well. For the pricing, we'll enter that in here. Let's make this $40. You can have a compare at price if you want. So maybe we can say 50 just to show you guys what it looks like. And then you can choose whether or not to charge tax on this product. This is all behind the scenes, so they're not going to see this. But let's say you're paying $15 for this item. It'll show your profit. I do encourage you guys to track your inventory. So tracking the quantity is extremely important. Let's say we have 10 of these. That's going to make it so that you know when you're out of stock. You can choose continue selling when out of stock if you can get inventory fast. And then you can also click this if you do have an SKU or barcode. We'll also want to change the info here because this will impact the shipping. Let's say this is 1 pound. If there are any variants, you guys can do that here. I'm not going to mess around with that in this video, even though we do have variants, but you can always add options. So you guys can choose different sizes, colors, and stuff like that. This is going to give you a preview of what the search engine listing is going to look like. So you guys can click edit here and change that as well. Another important thing is to, actually choose a product category, put it in a certain collection, especially for this. We'll select men's, and let's also select new pics, okay? And then let's click save. So sweet, now we've added our first product. We can come back here, add another product right here. Let's say product 2. We can have it write text if we want. I'm just gonna skip all that for now. I'm gonna add an image. So let's say we wanna sell this. Good. Let's select a price, 219 pounds. Yeah, if you guys have variants, you guys can click on this, choose the name. So let's say color, and then we'll put our different option values. So blue, we'll add another one, green, and so on. After that, we'll click done. We can change each of these if we want. Actually, let's go here to collections. We'll put women's and new picks, and then I will click save. So cool, now we have two different products that we've made. We have our collections, which we put those two products into those collections. And now let's go back to our website editor. So now you guys can see those products are over here. We can change this collection, you guys. So you guys can see it's a featured collection. Instead of a featured collection, we can add a different type of collection if we want. So we can actually choose collection list. This is going to show us our different collections. And from here, we'll be able to actually choose what those collections are. So if we click on that, we'll select a collection and we can choose, let's say men's. We'll click select. This one will come here. We'll select collection. We'll do new picks, click select. And then this one, let's do women's. And make sure you're clicking select, you guys, otherwise it's not going to apply it. So yeah, now we have a collections thing here. We have featured products. Let's say we want to remove this. We can come here. We can actually click this to hide it, and bam, that's what it looks like. Yeah, feel free to play around with this. It's really fun, you guys. You guys can add more sections if you want. I would say don't make your website that complicated. The more simple, the better, because the whole point of this website is to get sales, right? So the less steps, the less cluttered, the better it is to actually convert those people into actual paying clients. So now we're gonna actually head back to our main page, and we're gonna do something that's very important that a lot of you guys probably don't know to do. We're gonna come here to our settings, click on that. And yeah, make sure you guys go through all this and make sure all these settings are correct. There's a lot of things that you guys will do. We'll actually cover this later on in this video. But for now, we're gonna come here to policies. And it's very important that you guys actually generate these different policies because you're gonna need them in case something comes up legally, okay? So what I recommend doing is just click create from template. This is going to create a pre-populated template that Shopify creates for you. You guys can feel free to go through it, personalize it if you want. We'll come here to the privacy policy as well, create from template. And then also the terms of service, we'll create from template. And then the shipping policy, you guys can create your own policy here. And then for the contact information, you guys can put this if you want. It is required if you're in the European Union, and we can click create from template. Cool, so let's go back up. Let's save this to make sure it's all saved. So after that, we're gonna close out of this. We're gonna come here to navigation, come here to menus. We'll click on footer menu, and we're gonna add new menu items to this footer. So if you guys do want the search thing, you guys can leave that on your site, but I'm actually gonna delete that since we don't need that. And I'm gonna click here, add menu item. Let's say privacy policy. We'll select this. We'll go down here to policies, click that. We'll click add. We'll add another one, shipping policy. Come here, policies, shipping policy, and just keep doing that. That's going to populate all those policies over here. And that should be good for now. Okay, so we'll save menu. Now under footer, you're gonna wanna make sure that your quick links are available to be seen here. And that's going to show up right here. If you guys want to have this subscribe to our emails thing, you guys can leave this as is. We can also uncheck that if you don't want that. I do recommend having some type of email collection thing right here because that's going to be very, very important for your sales. We can also check here, show policy links if you guys want that at the bottom. That way we can sort of remove this like that. I think that looks a little bit better. And then of course we can always play with the spacing, the color, and all that stuff as well. In terms of the main menu, I know we have not talked about this yet. What we'll do is come back here. We'll go to navigation, go to the main menu, and basically from here we can choose what's shown on that main menu. So we have our home, we have catalog right now, and we have contact. If you want to add a new menu item linking to a new page, you guys can do that by clicking on this. For example, let's say collections. Let's search for a link and let's do that one. And let's do all collections. So let's click add, save menu, and now that's going to be added to our website. Now you guys can see collections shows up right here. And if we do want to change the order of that, very easy. We just go like this. We can just drag like that and click save menu. Always remember to click save menu, guys. Now, before I forget, one thing that you absolutely need to do is make sure that your site looks good on mobile. So what you'll want to do is you'll come up here, click on this little desktop icon, and you guys can see we can choose from the mobile view, the desktop view, and the full screen view. So this is not that important, but desktop and mobile, very important. We'll click on mobile. If you guys don't play around with the layout that much of the desktop version, then this should look pretty good, right? These are all professionally designed and they are made to look really good on mobile which is where a lot of your clients are going to be shopping from. Make sure you go through this. Make sure everything's okay. Changes that we do on mobile don't necessarily translate to changes on desktop, which is good. But yeah, overall, I think this looks pretty good. So we can say that we are safe for mobile. Let's go back to our desktop view. And now let's actually come here. Let's go to our preferences. And yeah, you're gonna wanna go through this, make sure this is all filled out. I'm not gonna go through this right now since it does take too much time. I want this video to be as concise as possible, but make sure you fill this out. If you do have a Google Analytics account, make sure to paste in your code from Google there. Set up a Facebook pixel if you guys do have one. If you guys do run ads and you guys do wanna track customer behavior, this is very important to have. So as of right now, our site is not available to be seen because it is password protected. So what we're gonna do is pick a plan right here, and we'll be able to pick from their 3 different plans. So they have the basic, they have the Shopify plan, and they have the advanced plan. Now, as you guys use the link down below, you'll get access to this really amazing deal, which is just $1 per month for the first 3 months. This is the most popular one. This is probably the plan that you will pick if you are just starting out. You guys can compare these different plans. So obviously the Shopify and advanced plans, they have more features. They also have smaller fees as well as better shipping discounts. They even have a starter plan as well if you want the cheapest one, but that's only for selling on social media and messaging apps. So for most of you guys, I'm gonna recommend the basic plan. So let's click on that. We'll confirm our billing cycle and then we'll enter in our information right here. Next, we'll select our payment method. After that information is added, we'll click Start Plan. So cool, now we're gonna come back here to Preferences. We're gonna come back here to Password Protection, and we're going to uncheck this box. Then we'll click Save. So now that we have that done, we're gonna come down here to Settings, and we're gonna make sure that all the information over here is done correctly, okay? So first, we're gonna come here to Store Details. We'll make sure that this stuff is correct, the store name and stuff is correct. We'll come down here to Payments, and we're gonna actually select which payment method we want to use. So for most of you guys, I recommend just using Shopify Payments. This is like the built-in payment processing thing. It charges you 2.9% plus 30 cents, which is very, very typical. And this basically accepts all these different things. So very, very good. You'll want to complete account setup by clicking this. You guys can also add additional payment methods if you want. For example, PayPal, as well as Amazon Pay. After that, we'll come here to checkout. And what we're gonna want to do is customize our checkout process. So click on that button right there. This is the very typical Shopify checkout page. It looks really good. And if you guys do want to change anything over here, you'll basically click on this to go to theme settings, and that is where you can change this. You can also change your customer contact method over here. Choose what type of customer information you want during checkout. So I would just go with what they recommend. And yeah, just choose accordingly for the rest of these things. Of course, they do have some pretty good advanced things like abandoned checkout emails. I do recommend having these sent out automatically. And then after that, we'll come up here. We'll go to shipping and delivery. This is basically where we're going to manage all our shipping rates. So we'll click manage right here. There's different ways you guys can do this. What I'm basically gonna do is for domestic, I'm gonna make sure all the stuff is okay. It's always good to add free shipping in my opinion. So that's why, after a certain amount, let's say $50 in this case, they do get free shipping. You can always add more rates or delete different rates if you want. For international, this is a little bit different. You guys can choose which carriers you want to use. And generally, these are going to be calculated based on, how heavy the thing is and where exactly it's going. So I just recommend leaving that as is, and then make sure you click save down here. For taxes and duties, this is also important. If you're selling in a place that does collect sales tax and you're selling physical products, then yes, you'll likely need to charge sales tax. Make sure you guys have your sales tax accounts set up so that you're actually, remitting all these taxes and stuff. And yeah, we're not going to go over this too much in this video, but make sure this is all done correctly. Next, we'll come down here to domains. This is really important. We don't want our shop link to look like this. We don't want that My Shopify thing in the link. That just does not look professional. What you're going to want to do is either buy a new domain or connect to an existing domain that you already have. So that's a very easy process. If we click on that, we can basically search for domains and be able to purchase directly on Shopify. We can also come down here and change the different languages offered for a website. And yeah, this is really going to depend on your location and who you want to target as an audience. So yeah, that's basically how you guys set up a website. After doing all that stuff, we can come back here to our editor. We can click these 3 dots. Click view, and that's going to show us our actual website. So overall, it looks really good. I mean, I made this in 20 20 minutes or so. But if you guys play around with it a little bit more, you guys can easily customize your website. It's gonna look really amazing. Choose a theme that works for your product and your brand. And yeah, Shopify is one of the most popular e-commerce store platforms to use to make your website. So many stores out there use it. It's really, really a good choice. And like I said earlier, if you guys use that link down below, it's gonna get you 3 months at $1 per month, which is an absolutely amazing deal. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to make this video fast, easy, and understandable for any beginner. So if you're looking to create your first online store, then I hope that this video is really, really helpful. If you guys haven't already, use the link down below, create your free store. And I definitely recommend following along because we definitely covered a lot of steps in this video. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your time. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. This whole channel is dedicated to giving you guys free guides and tutorials helping you to start your business. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.